Allow me to clear my throat. Good morning, good morning. We are picking up new inventory. I normally like to grab 2 to 3 at a time. I grabbed this one off. I'm gonna go out this week coming up and definitely try to grab 3. The goal is to try to get 3. But right now, what are we in? Let me take a look. Look at the steering wheel on what we're in. We're in a 2000. We're in a 2007. We're in a 2007 Volkswagen Passat. This Passat is pretty nice. I'm running the AC on it right now just to see how it goes with the AC and everything. But I just went and picked this up. Just went out to Cartersville and I went to American auction and I picked this up. It is a '07. I'm going to take pictures. Take a look at the inside of this thing. This thing got clean leather interior. Look at the back. If you can see right there, back. Look at the dash. Pretty clean. I'm not extremely happy with the numbers. I would be better with the numbers, but I think we're gonna still be able to pull in a $1,200 profit on this. Or we're gonna do notes and possibly pull in maybe a $2,000 profit if we finance it. So I'm thinking either way. I would prefer to cash it out for right now on this one. And I'm thinking about 2,500 right there on it. 2,500 to cash this out, and that would still bring in a pretty decent little profit with it. I actually let it sit there for a week over, and they charged me an extra $100 for a late fee to send it down. And I did not know it was $100. Mannheim has never charged $100 if something's been sitting there for a week. The most I've ever gotten charged for a late fee was like $35 or something. This place clearly does not go by that philosophy. They are clearly all about their paper. So I ain't got nothing but good things to say about them because of the videos that we're going to be doing coming up. So right now, this is just you guys watching me drive this car back. Now, the good thing about this video, let's talk about what you should be looking for when you drive a vehicle back from the auction. What are some of the things you want to be looking for when you get in the car? First, you want to get the car up to speed. I got a truck in front of me. So unless I was smoky and abandoned and I could jump this truck, I would get it up to speed. But since I'm not, this is as far as we're going to go. We're only going like 55, 50. So you want to first try to get your car up to speed when you get it from the auction. That's number one. Number two, you want to check all the gauges. Check and see if your temperature gauge, everything. This car was sitting for a week, and when I went to it, I jumped right in it, crunked the car up, and drove off. That is a great sign. When you can get in your car, crank it up, and it's been sitting there for a week, and just drive right off, you can't beat that. That's a good sign. That shows you that's a pretty good car. Now, the background history that I have on this car. There are some stickers. Every car has a little bit of clues and hints to it when you go out to the auction, okay? You got to look for these clues. You got to be like a little detective. Look for these clues. So on this car, there were some high school stickers. It was either high school or college stickers. So you know what that told me? That told me, A, this person is obsessed with putting stickers and stuff like that on the car. And B, this was a student. Now, if this came from a good parent household, that means they love their child. So that means they kept the car going good. You know what I'm saying? They kept the car going good. If they didn't love their child, this probably would have cut off on me about maybe like 10 miles back. But they love their child, thank goodness. You want to find cars, and this was a trade-in. This came from a big dealership here in Georgia. One of the bad things about Georgia and cars is our cars are beat up. Man, our cars are so beat up. Real quick though, the Nissan Murano, I'm not sure if it's still. Sold the Moreno yesterday. Bringing this one in right. All right, it's back. Okay, so like I was saying, we sold the Moreno. Profits was way over $1,500 in profit on the Moreno. I wanted to get 2,000 in profit on that Moreno, but quick sale, get it out the door, and bring in something new. And now we got this, and we're gonna go get some more stuff. If you guys don't, we're back. My 4G keeps dropping. This is gonna be one of them. This is gonna be one of these very off-brand videos. This is gonna be one of these videos that if you may not want to watch it, you just may want to listen to this video because it's gonna be very horrible to look at. Okay. So we sold that one. So what I'm gonna do with this is I would like to thank everybody's patience for continuing to watch this horrible video here of this horrible reconnect. Okay, it just keeps reconnecting. All right, so let me continue. I think I got some more little hills to go through. Yeah, let's take a look at the scenery on where I'm at. The AC is blowing. Let me pump the AC up a little more. You want to test the AC out because people are gonna get in it, and that's some of the things they're gonna do. When your AC is bumping like this, you want to take a look and make sure that the car is not overheating. And another thing too, you want to test to make sure your transmission on this is good. So when you get on the road, you want to start seeing how it goes out of first gear, see how it goes into second. These are very key, because this is what people are going to do during the test drive. Okay, when your test drive hits, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna get in here and they're gonna hit the gas and they're gonna hit the brakes. They're gonna do all of that little stuff. This appears to have been a very well kept vehicle. I do not see any reason why this vehicle won't go for $2,500. It's a very nice interior. I'm gonna wipe it down. It has a few little blemishes on the outside. I'll show you guys that, but it's nothing like super major at all with it. It has like some little chips that could have turned into a little rust, got a little rust on it, a little bit. But that's about it. Nothing major. So that is that. This is driving really decent. I'm not upset with this at all. It's pretty decent little drive right now. Oh, and so when you're testing this stuff out, hit the brakes on these things, make sure the brakes are going. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Nissans sell very quick. Okay. I don't like driving around with the AC. I don't know. It's a southern thing, I guess. It's me just being country. I don't like driving with the AC. But Nissan sell very, very good, man. I put that Nissan online and it wasn't even fixed. And somebody came and got it. I had over 1,000 views on it with a ton of responses. So Nissans go very, very good. I'm thinking with this, maybe half that. Not sure, but I'm gonna take a ton of pictures where people will be able to get a full scope of this car. And again, like I'm picking up the speed right now. I'm about to take it up to 70 with the AC on. And it goes, we're at, let's see if we can hit 70 with the AC on, going up a hill. And it did 70. It hit 70 pretty good. Well, we at 60 right now because we gotta stop. But so yeah, it did pretty good. That wasn't bad. That was a pretty good transition. You also want to listen and the feel for the transition when the car shifts. My son is probably video right now. Get back to my office, and I have such a better connection now. So yeah, this is just the delivery of this vehicle. So I'm thinking this, okay, so I'm putting this car online. Hope the Moreno is gone. I don't want to see the Moreno right now. Hope it's gone. Okay, so I'm gonna put this car online. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, and I did not do this myself either, guys. Let me tell y'all something. When you jump in these cars, check and make sure the coolant is in these vehicles before you start driving them. I did not check on the coolant in this car. So let us hurry up and get to the office, and let me cut this dang AC off, because I did not check on the coolant in this car. But that's another thing. Check on the coolant in these cars. Let me cut this AC off. Well, you know, we're almost at the office, so. All of those gauges work. We almost at the office, so. The interior here, let's look at the little few things here. All of this stuff is pretty smooth. You know, you'll watch somebody's video, right? And then you take a look at their video, and they'll be like, they'll have a junk car, and they'll be like, this car. I laugh at those when I see people make those. Look at this, pretty clean. This person, man, they did a good detail job on this car. They kept this car really nice. I really like it. It's when I saw it at the auction, I said, okay, I'm gonna put this car with it. So I think this was the sun. Hold on, the sun. It pick up speed nice. Now I done jumped in some cars too that's been pretty. When you start off in this business, right, and you get into a car that is busted and it drives horrible, man, your stomach, you're gonna feel like the biggest fool around. You're just gonna be like, oh God, what did I just do? Because you immediately know you done lost money. So when that happens, what you got to have a plan on how you're going to sell that vehicle without taking a huge loss. Or you may not take a loss at all. And I'm gonna tell you, if you get into a vehicle and you have bought it at the right price, you're not gonna take a major loss. You're gonna take a loss, but it may not be major. So if you get it at the right price and it's crazy, you can always throw it on Facebook. Facebook has mechanic sections and everything. Throw that thing on Facebook, get it out of the door for what you paid for it with, or maybe $100 or $200 more. So if you paid $800 for a car that's just garbage, depending on what the model is, put that thing online for the price that you paid for it, maybe $100. Don't try to get too greedy, because you know it's gonna be sitting there. Or you just send it to Coparts. If the body look good, send that thing to Coparts. Coparts is one of the best places to sell stuff that if it look good, but the running on it is like, ugh, send it to Coparts. Here we are, we're pulling back up. Pulling up the Enterprise Path. Hiram, Georgia. Home of Smart Ride. Let's take this around back. Take it around back here. All right, they got the truck. They came and picked the truck up. It's out of my hands. Profit on it all day. And let's put it right in a spot right here. All right. Okay, that drove amazingly good. Somebody gave a thumbs up. Thank you. That drove really, really good. Man, that drove really good. I like that. That was a good drive. I'm not just saying that too because, you know, I don't want to be fronting like, you know, some folks be fronting like, oh, this is everything is great. This drove's really super good. And then it don't. It'd be like crap. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's get a full body look at this. Okay, so the customer came and picked up the Nissan Murano. So this is what we have now. We got the '07 Passat. '07 Passat. Take a look at the body on it. Pretty decent body. Very, very, very decent body. Okay. It's a 2.0 turbo. I guess that's what the T is there for, the turbo, you know. This car right here, I would have loved to have gotten it for about $800. This is the car I wanted to get for $800. Somebody bid me up. You know who you are out there. You know who you are. And cancer will be coming your way. Because you shouldn't have bid me up. I don't wish cancer on people. But the guy who bidded me up on this, cancer will come your way. And it will find you. And cancer will, well, do what cancer does. It's sunny out here. So let's get back to the car. Let's take a back look at 1,000 miles on it. We're going to do a part. We're going to go to the office. We got to make a phone call. Hold on. We're going to go to the office. Make a phone call. Okay, so 200,000 miles on it. What's the do? Who the what? Okay. Let's get in the office real quick. It's got 200,000 miles. All the details on the car. Good morning, my man. Good morning. Let me give you the on the car real quick. Let me make a phone call. Yeah, the details on the car. It's got 200,000 miles. We're gonna sell it for 2,500. We're gonna make about 12, maybe 14 in profit off of it. Hold on one second. Like I'm doing something important here. But that's the details on it. We're gonna go back out there and take a look at it. Don't you hate when somebody call you and when you call them, they don't pick up? How you gonna call me 4 or 5 times, then when I call you, you don't pick up? Lay that over. Okay, so yeah, we got good numbers on this car. Decent numbers. I want it better. I wanted like this car for like 800. If I got this car for like 100, I'd have been real comfortable with that number. I didn't get it for 800. Got it for a few hundred over that. Because somebody who's gonna be getting cancer in the future bidded me up. Testicle cancer too. And get ball cancer. Let's take a look at the car again. They're gonna get ball cancer for bidding me up. From now on, anybody that bids me up, I hex them with ball cancer. Okay, let's go through this real quick. I'm gonna take pictures of this and throw this thing online as soon as we're done with this video. This car is extremely, when I say this car is clean, oh my goodness, and it drives good. And that's just not me saying this. So here it goes. Here's the interior. Take a look at this. Nice interior. We're gonna put this online for 2,500. This was a high school student's car. I'm not gonna flash which high school it came from, but it was in Woodstock. That tells it all right there. Yeah, good leather. I'm gonna wipe this. I mean, this is really, really clean car. It just got the 200,000 miles, but other than that, I'm really not too upset about this car. Make sure all the lights are off. Okay, now let me show y'all some of the blemishes. Got a little paint chip, which got a little rust right there. I'm not worried about that though. That's nothing. Has some more little chips right here in the paint. Has this huge one right here, but I'm not worried about that. Again, with a car that drives like this, you honestly just can't. You can't beat that. You can't beat that at all. You cannot beat it at all. Very, very okay. It came from. Take a look. It came from Hennessy Auto. Hennessy Auto here in Georgia. So I like doing trade-ins. I like getting trade-ins because you can get trade-ins at 1,000, maybe like $1,100 at the most. Then you're gonna make money off of those trade-ins. $1,100 trade-in, $1,200, you're fine. The problem is if you start going up high into the don't do that. Don't go high up until like the 1,500s with it. Unfortunately, I had some late fees on this that took my number up past what I wanted it to be, but we still gonna make money on it. I just didn't want to spend that extra $100 some on a late fee and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and make another phone call, and I'm gonna put that car online in about 10 minutes from now. 10 minutes from now, I'm gonna put the car online. Let's make another phone call. Paul, what's happening with you? Oh, I didn't even have to get the alternator in it. A person came and bought it, and then they bought the alternator with it, and they're gonna do it themselves. So, hey, out the door yesterday. My man Paul, Crazy Paul. It's gonna be a new name, Paul. You crazy ass Paul. Yeah, it was a good go. It was over 1,600 in profit, but it's early in the month, so there really is no profit early in the month, and I'll explain that to you because we got to go to bills. So when you make money early in the month, you got to go to bills. You make your money at the towards the end of the month. Yeah, everything went good with it. Oh, this is the office. Hold on one second. I'm doing a video. This, yeah. So I get you back. All right now, bye. Everybody want to call when I do video. Why do you want to call when I do video? Okay, let's go take a look at the car again. And we're gonna go do more previews. We're gonna do more auction previews. My man Fred, what's happening with you? I grew up with a cat named Fred. We used to call him Big Head Fred though, because Fred had a big ass head. But so we called him Big Head Fred. He didn't like that. But when you got a big ass head, what can you do about it? It is what it is. But Fred, my man, what's happening with you? Shouts out to Big Head Fred if he ever see this. Okay, those are two questions. All right. Number one, what's the average time I like to keep inventory going? It depends. Listen, I had this conversation with my friends a lot that are in this business. On one hand, you got people that may want to keep, let's go check the mailbox too real quick. On one hand, you're gonna have people that want to keep a car for about 3 to 4 days. Okay. You want to maximize as much profit out that vehicle as possible. Okay. when you first get the car and people start jumping on you, get out of that song. When people start jumping on you, right? When you first get it, try to get all your profit out of it as possible. I would say the average time is about I want to keep a car no longer than like a week and a half. I don't know what that is. A week and a half is as long as I want to keep. Right there in the sun. Sorry about that. A week and a half. Now, when it comes to attention on the vehicles, every place you just put, Paul, every place you want to put those vehicles in all of those places. You want them in, you want them on Facebook, everywhere. You want to put those cars everywhere, because the more attention, the more chances it's gonna move quicker. You want it to move quick, but give yourself about a week on a vehicle. Give yourself a week. Don't start dropping the price. Let's go right here. Get out of the shade here. Okay. Give yourself about a week. Don't go dropping the price too quick. You gotta relax. And because see what's gonna happen is when you're selling online and you don't have or people are driving by constantly, a week to 2 weeks is a good number. Going in this mailbox here. You start dropping. I am going to. I thought I'd already switched my network. Okay, it looks a little bit better now. Okay, so you want to start dropping the price within. You start dropping the price after about a week and a half. Start dropping the price, but give it a good week. Just chill and relax. Give it a good week. I got some friends who gonna watch this. They want to drop. They want this shit gone in 2 days, 3 days. Let's take another look at this car. Decent little car. I'm thinking 2,500. If y'all got any other suggestions, go ahead and throw it out there. I'm thinking 25 on this. It's got 200,000 miles on it. It drives beautiful though. And it's about to take some really nice pictures. I'm about to take some really nice pictures in this sun. Whoo, boy, this thing about to look sharp, boy. So, I think it's a really nice color. And somebody be able to drive $2,500 for this, man. It's gonna get you up and down the street. AC blows cool. And look at the tires. I think we may have all matching tires on this. See, let me tell you something. That's another thing too. Look at this. They went and got, man. Okay, let me tell you how I know they took great care of this. They went out and got 4 matching tires for this. Okay, 4 matching tires is a clear sign that they did what they needed to do on this vehicle. Let's take a look under the hood. Take a look here and see. Let's go in there. Hood. Let's see. Then pop the hood. Okay. Get my. Back in the day, I was a pro with that, boy. Get my hand under there and get it right. Oh boy, it is the turbo. There we go. Here's the coolant. Coolant is in great shape. There's the belt. Oil pretty good. Look at that. Nothing crazy on that oil. That back on there, nothing crazy on that oil. Look pretty clean without this plastic. All right, it's not too bad. Okay, let's go back here. I don't know why people even look back here. This really absolutely means zero, but damn, it got a lot of space back here. You can put a body up in there. We got the spare tire. Oh, as I look at this, I'm about to say 20. I'm about to say 20. You know what? I'm not gonna say 2,700. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep it at 25 so it can move quick. $25 so it can move quick, and get it in, get it out the door. No need to. And that's another thing too. You guys got to know when you want to put a good price on something to get it to go. If I'm gonna do financing on this with it, if I'm gonna do finance, I'm probably gonna take it up to about 28, and then I'll do about 13 down. Then they have like 15 left to pay. But I do like 13 down. Hey Kevin, 3,000 would be nice. Paul, you're not kidding. That's the sad fact about this. You're not kidding. You're not. I mean, when somebody, listen, let me tell y'all something. I wouldn't care if you took small little Mexican kids across the border in these cars. Once you done bought it, it is yours. Do whatever you want to do. Okay? I don't care what you do with these cars, okay? Once you got it off my hands, it's yours. The world is yours. Kevin, you're right. 3,000 would be nice. But I'm looking at, now look, I may even, you know what, I may go up to 3,000 if they want to do financing. You know, if they're going to do financing, then I'll take it up to 3. You put 15 down and then have 15 the rest to do. Because this thing is, I mean, if you saw earlier in the video, I drove it back. It was really, really nice. No major issues. So let me just show y'all what I do. What I'm going to do with this car is, as soon as I get through with this video, I'm going to wipe the interior down. I'm going to then take it over here in the corner, probably like right here, right in this little area here. And this is where I take the majority of my pictures at, right here. And then I'm going to throw it online. I have a generic description of all my cars, and I'm going to put it on the Facebook. That makes me sound like I'm about 75 years old. Did you go to the Facebook? So I'm going to put it on the Facebook, Craigslist, and all the other places. And we're going to go from there with it. And then I'm going to go online today, and I'm going to start sourcing out for 2. I want to do 3 more this week coming up. So that's the 100% goal. Now, that's exactly what I want to do with this. And then I'm also going to do a vehicle history report on this, have it out for somebody, and be ready to go with it. Paul, very good question. So Paul's question is, like, during the process of somebody looking at the car, do you oversell the car? Do you talk too much? Do you keep talking? What do you do? This is what I do. When I come out, I'll say, here you go. 07, has the leather interior. I show them that. I'll walk around the car. I'll highlight some of the good and the bad. I'm gonna let them know that, take a look at these tires. All 4 of these tires are matching tires. Then I'm gonna spot out this. I'm saying, here goes some of the blemishes on the car. Little paint chips here, paint chips there. I'm gonna let them know how long I had the vehicle. I'll pop the hood, let them see that. Once I walk them, you want to walk them a 360 around the vehicle, okay? And point out the good and the bad, all right? Point out your good first, then point out your bad. Either way you like, you can do it that way. Then say, hey, you want to test drive it? You jump in the passenger seat, you let them drive it. If you know that there's problems with it, tell them before they see it. You don't want somebody to be surprised about the vehicle, okay? So if it jerks in first gear, Make sure you tell them that it's gonna jerk in first gear. You don't want to ever have them say, well, what's that? You want them fully knowing. Put that all in the description. Car jerks in first gear. The reason why people will buy from you, even if the car is kind of messed up, you let them know. People just don't want to think that you're hiding something from them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to think that, oh, because they always think that we are hiding everything. Car salesmen are always scum. We hiding everything, and that's not the case. Because I look at it like this: if you don't want to buy this, somebody else will. Okay? So I'm gonna let you know. I had a good drive into this. This was a good drive. So I'm gonna tell them that. It was a really good drive for me. Look at the tires. Then you step back. This is what you do. You let them look at it and you walk away. You walk away, give them time to look at it, and you chill. The reason why is because guess what? If they don't get it, they wouldn't have came out here if they ain't want to get it. I don't get a lot of tire kickers. I guess because I'm not on the road, and a lot of my stuff is people got to travel to me. So that's why I don't worry about people saying, do you think they're gonna come in and talk you down on price? No, they're not gonna talk me down on price because you drove all the way out here. You're not talking me down on price. The only way you talk me down on price is if I allow you to talk me down on price. That means I just want to get rid of it quick. But this is 25. If somebody offered me 1,500, I'm just gonna be like, no, because it's a good car. If this car had problems, then I take the 15 because I want it to go. So yeah, Paul, that's a fantastic question on how you handle the sales approach with this. Because remember this, we are not great salesmen. No one is a great salesman. They already need a car. You know what I'm saying? When you're a good salesman, when you can sell a non-crack, or if you can sell somebody who don't want to be on drugs, you can sell them drugs. That's when you're a good salesman. When you can sell somebody something that they don't want or don't need, you're a good salesman. They already need a car. Only thing we doing is presenting the car that we got, let them know all the ideas. And I think this is a pretty decent little car. It got some paint fading away up top there. But again, nobody's gonna care about that part. So yeah, Paul, fantastic question. So yeah, this is gonna be my process. As soon as I'm done with the video, taking pictures of this is going online. Somebody's gonna have $2,500 that they want to put down and get this car, and I'm gonna take it. And by taking that, it just allows to go get more vehicles. So yep. So this is Moreno's gone. This one's in. Hopefully this one will be gone before Thursday, because on Thursday I'm gonna go and try to grab 3 if they go at a good price. So I want this one gone before Thursday, and then that means we're gonna have an amazingly good month. Because remember, in this business, it's not about what you make on Fridays. It's just about what you make throughout the month. So you can have a good week, or you can have a slow week, and then you can have like a fantastic week. I'm trying to think of anything else. Nothing else. Nothing else. But look out for some t-shirts. I'm gonna do some t-shirts, and we also gonna do some other stuff, smart ride stuff. So look out for that stuff, man. I want to thank everybody for always supporting and keep watching. I got some really cool stuff coming down the road starting next year. I just want to do it right. My man Fred, thank you. Nah, man, thank you for watching. I can do the videos all day long, but if ain't nobody watching, it don't make no sense. So shouts out to you, man. Thank you. Robin, thank you. Paul, thank you. I want to thank all of y'all. Winnington, thank you, my man. I want to thank everybody for watching. And again, listen, getting into this business, man, just have patience with yourself. Sucker. Paul, this is not 1978, okay? 1960. Nobody calls anybody sucker anymore, okay? Kevin, my man, thank you as well, Kevin. Thank you. real quick, guys, when you want to get to this business, save your money. Don't try to follow what anybody else is doing. You take and pick and choose. Take little stuff that they do, what you see from other people. Take it, apply it to your business, and remember, we're not working for nobody else. Robin, thank you so much, man. We're not watching anybody else. Your business is your business. You are a boss. You are a owner. Damn right, Paul. We get money out here. You are owner. So remember, as an owner, you make all the final decisions. You like something that I do? Cool. You like something that somebody else do? Cool. Take a little bit from them. And remember, it's all about you and you building generational wealth. So again, thank you guys for watching. Let's build generational wealth for our community. Peace. Damn, that was a long outro.